Hey everybody, I'm back again with another little anime type thing. Today I'm going to be, first of all, if you didn't see the little, picture in the beginning of the video, I'm also going to be putting it in the title screen, and I'm going to be saying it now. There are going to be spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, get the hell out of here. If not, then stay here. Now, today I'm going to be uploading two anime reviews. Now usually when I do an anime review, I usually watch the entire anime and then I get on my channel and I review the entire thing. And in some of the rare cases, I review like an episode. And this is one of those rare cases. And like I said before, I'm gonna be making two separate videos, both for their respective anime. But this one, we're gonna be talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable. The latest episode, episode 22, 2 days ago, was uploaded to like anime sites and stuff, all subbed in like a bunch of different languages. Now, if you've seen the JoJo series, you know that there's always a character, whether it's a main character or a side character, or even just a character there to be part of the damn show, like just a random civilian. There's always somebody in the series that dies, and the JoJo series has a lot of gruesome deaths. Like the first JoJo, the deaths weren't really that gruesome. The second JoJo weren't really that gruesome. Stardust Crusaders had the most gruesome deaths from the JoJo series. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you've seen the episode yet or anything like that, but today, well, 2 days ago actually, one of the characters in JoJo has finally died again. And this time we're talking about Part 4 JoJo. Like I said before, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable. Now, I've read some of the mangas. Like, I've skimmed through the mangas. I know who's died. I know who lives. All that stuff. Because when I played the JoJo game that came to the US, I wanted to research all these characters that I've never even fucking heard of. And today, we're going to be talking about Shigekiyo. Or, as Josuke calls it, Shigekiyo. That's how I'm saying it. Shigekiyo is from what I've seen, one of the youngest JoJo characters in the series. Shigekiyo is a middle school student, so that means he has to be like 14, 15, 13, 12. He has to be around there somewhere. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. Yeah, he's a bit greedy when it comes to money. Like, if he has a lot of money, he'll be like, hey, you're going to owe me money. You better pay that shit back. If not, I'm going to have my if not, I'm going to have my Stan Harvest here kick your fucking ass. And, but he's really a good kid. He's really nice. He's really playful. He's sweet and everything. But if you've read the manga and, if you've seen the episode that I'm talking about today, we all know what happens to Shigekiyo. Shigekiyo buys a sandwich from one of the best sandwich shops in Moroi Town. However the hell you pronounce it, I don't know. The town they all live in. And the main bad guy, Kira Yoshikage, which is one of the best JoJo bad guys in the series, he's a serial killer. If he sees a girl that he likes, he will take that girl on a date and all that stuff, and when the time comes, he'll kill the girl, cut off her hand, and keep that hand with him until it eventually starts to deteriorate. Because, when you die, your body does eventually, like, melt, in a way, pretty much. And yeah. So, he puts the hand in the sandwich because he's hungry. He got off from work. He's eating in the park. Shigekiyo loses his sandwich after talking with Josuke and Okuyasu. A dog takes Shigekiyo's sandwich, but Shigekiyo doesn't realize this, and so he grabs Kira's bag, thinking that it's his bag. Goes to his middle school to steal some coffee from the gym teacher. The gym teacher catches him. Shigekiyo runs away. Kira takes the bag back, happy that he got the hand back, but Shigekiyo finds him and starts to fight him. Shigekiyo, I thought this was going to be a pretty badass fight because I've never seen the scene in the manga involving Shigekiyo and Yoshikage Kira. My God, this has to be the saddest death I've ever seen in the JoJo series. Cause like yeah, when you first watch the series, you're like, oh man, he died, man. It's like if you've never read the manga, you're not gonna know it's coming. But as soon as I saw Shigechi fighting Kira, I was like, oh man, it's gonna happen. It's gonna fucking happen. He's gonna get killed. Yoshikage Kira was fucking up Shigechi because Yoshikage Kira's powers is that he can turn anything he touches into a bomb, and he can press the switch whenever he wants. He can be like in another country, and he can still blow your ass up pretty much. And I'm not exaggerating. You can actually read up on his powers, and it's true pretty much. And Shigechi was terrified because even though he does have a stand, he's still a little kid, and he was scared that he was gonna die because he took major damage. But because if none of you know what a stand is, and if none of you have ever seen the third JoJo, which introduces the stands. Stands are basically a manifestation of your will. So say, for example, I don't know, Batman had a stand. His stand would probably be a bat. And if you've ever played the Persona games, because another fun fact, the Persona games, the idea for the Persona games are from JoJo Stardust Crusaders. Because JoJo, a lot of people don't realize this, but JoJo is a really old anime. I mean, like, probably when I was born or when I was, still a little kid before I even started watching anime. But yeah, like I was saying, sorry if I cut off like that because my phone rang in the middle of my damn recording. But like I was saying, yeah, the Persona games are inspired by the third series JoJo with the stands. And in the Persona games, if your Persona gets attacked, your real body gets attacked. The same thing goes with the stand. If your stand gets attacked, your real body gets attacked. You take the same exact damage, same everything. So if I was to shoot like, I don't know, a stand in the arm, the host body will take the same exact wound. And Shigechi, not knowing this. And neither did Kira. Because Kira Yoshikage, he knew he had the same exact powers, but he didn't know what it was called, and he didn't know that if his stand gets attacked, he gets attacked. One of Shigechi's stands is, one of his many stands is Harvest. And Harvest is a stand of many, where Harvest is basically a bunch of little toy soldier bees that doesn't really sound dangerous, but if you get attacked by a lot of them, they can actually, kick your fucking ass. And Kira blew up one of the Harvest, and Shigechi took damage equivalent to that. But instead of Shigechi dying right there on the spot, which I thought he died right there on the spot, his face like blew up inside of itself, so his face was like kind of fucked up. And Shigechi was terrified because he was going to die. He knew he was going to die. He didn't want to die. As soon as Kira tells him, like, yo, I'll let you live if you tell me everything about the stands. If you don't tell me everything about the stands, who has stands, everything, I'm going to go after the people in the school, and I'm going to go after your parents. As soon as Kira mentioned, I will go after your mama and papa, because that's exactly what he says. Shigechi got so fucking mad that he unleashed this fury of power to like help him survive. He distracted Kira, and Shigechi used the rest of his harvests to hide while Kira was chasing down the one lone harvest. And as soon as Shigechi mustered up enough strength, he knew that if he had to find Josuke and Okuyasu, because Josuke's stand can heal people if he touches them. And by the time Shigechi finds Josuke, he's about to open up the classroom door where Josuke is. But he looks in the mirror to see Yoshikage Kira right behind him. Kira tells him, if you open that door, I'll kill you. I mean it. Just tell me who else has stands and everything, and I'll leave you alone. And as soon as he says that, Shigechi starts to cry. He's terrified. He's shaking his body, but through all this fear, he's telling himself, that there is a serial killer in this town. A serial killer lives in the same town as my mom and dad. I will not let this man live in the same town as my mom and dad. So without fear, well, no, he was terrified. He opened up the door he opened up the door yelling Josuke's name, but before the door fully opened up, Kira pressed the invisible switch in his hand. The doorknob was already, touched by his stand. Shigechi's entire body blew to pieces, leaving no trace of him. That shit, that episode was honestly really fucking sad because they pulled it off so great, especially with the music. Cause like the music, the music got more and more suspenseful and sad. The more and more closer Shigechi's death came, and it was just a great episode in all. And it was pretty cool to see Yoshikage's Kira stand animated because even though his stand is called Killer Queen, so some anime subs call it Deadly Queen. I don't know why. Including the American version of JoJo's Eyes of Heaven, they call it a Deadly Queen, I think, as well. So maybe that's why the sub anime subbers call it that too. But that honestly, that was one of the greatest episodes of JoJo I've ever seen. I just want to let you guys know what I thought about it and stuff. And it was great. I feel bad though that Shigechi, died like that. He died to me one of the most gruesome ways, just blowing up to pieces, and like using the last bit of his energy to yell Josuke's name and the last bit of his energy to send his final harvest to Josuke. Because after Shigechi died, Josuke looked around like, did somebody call my name? And Okuyasu says the same thing. And then they see a bloody harvest walking to them, giving them a button. And as soon as Harvest gives them the button, Harvest just blows to pieces. And they both knew that if something happens to a stand like that, then that means the person has to be dead. So it's pretty sad, pretty great episode, I gotta admit though. But it was very sad that Shigechi had to die. But that's how the JoJo series is. And that's all I wanted to say for this anime episode. Stay tuned for another anime review episode that I am about to do right about now, actually. Bye bye.